What an amazing transformation. I wonder how she did it. Well, you know how they like to tell us the truth in the movies, right? Well, this is from the movie Death Becomes Her, and notice how she puts a knife in a reddish vial and then adds that to her red stuff, and let's see what happens to that hand. All right, yeah, and oh, it gets younger. And it's not just the hand. Let's see what happens when she drinks it. I wonder what's in there. I wonder if it rhymes with abrenobrome. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, she becomes youthful and young again. How amazing. I wonder what else they have to say in this movie.
But you must make me a promise. The secret that we share must never become public. Mm-hmm. You may continue your career for 10 years of perfect, unchanged beauty. But at the end of that time, before people become suspicious, you have to disappear from public view forever.
How would we do that?
You can retire. You can stage your own phony death. Or, as one of my clients simply said, I want to be alone. No.
I wonder what else they have to say in this movie.
I must remind all of you who staged your own deaths of our very strict policy against popping up in public to grab a few headlines. I won't name names. You know who you are.
Just trying to have some fun, man. That's all I was doing.
King of rock and roll, Elvis. Elvis! We love Elvis. I shouldn't say this. You'll say I'm very conceited, because I'm not. But other than the blonde hair, when I was growing up, they said I looked like Elvis. You see that? Did you believe it?
Like I said, they tell us. They have to. I wonder what else that movie had to show. And just for the uninformed that don't know who that was, it was Andy Warhol and Marilyn Monroe. You know, the people that I say are the same person. Funny how they show the two of them together right after a scene talking about staged deaths. They weren't trying to tell us anything there. I mean, Andy Warhol just happens to have a very noticeable scar right in the exact same place that Marilyn had a mole, but that's total coincidence. Not to mention those two exact dots right there as well. Kind of like how country singer Morgan Wallen has a scar right there. Very noticeable scar, right? Right there. And Dale Earnhardt, who hit a wall, who died hitting a wall. Morgan Wallen just happens to have that exact same scar, and their faces match up perfectly. Same mustache. Oh, and you know what she and her daughters like to get? I wonder what all that stuff is on her face. Maybe you can read down here what it is. Remember how I keep saying they tell us in the movies? They call them vampires, though, and how in vampire folklore they do that from those people to maintain their that and that. A concept mirrored in recent studies that show factors in can rejuvenate aging tissue. A real study. And you know what else vampires do? They do this to escape any suspicion of not aging, because they're typically depicted as ageless, nearly immortal beings. Now maybe the work I've been doing for 2+ years is going to add up to you a little more. But of course, all this is for entertainment purposes. I'm sure all these people definitely didn't stage their deaths and become these people to avoid suspicion of not aging. And they definitely didn't do it by guzzling down abrenobrome. Entertainment only, people. I'm a satire account. I don't really care about exposing all these vampire, fallen angel minion, just people who drink abrenobrome. I don't know. But I know that. Kidding, of course. Entertainment only. Oh, and not to leave you in darkness, do you know what the beauty is in all of this? The absolute beauty is that if these people or these things are real, we're living in it's evidence we are living in a spiritual realm, and they all hate the Heavenly Father. And you don't hate something that's not real. So really, it's quite beautiful in my opinion, as disgusting as it is. Have a nice day.